We are halfway through 2025 and now it's a perfect time to wrap up some great base builders released this year. There have been a few fantastic titles and some really good new entries to the genre. I want to make this a little serious where I'm recapping the best strategy games that I have released in 2025, and this is the first video. If you are not subscribed and want to be notified, remember to get subscribed to be notified when a new video drops. Anyway, hope you will like it, and remember to drop a comment. Maybe there is a game you want to share. So yeah, let's get started with some base builders. Wool at the Gates looks strikingly similar to Thronefall, a game you probably recognize, and it's not without a reason. This game is inspired by titles like Thronefall, among others, and is a fusion of tower defense, auto battlers, and city builders. You will build and upgrade structures like towers, walls, and resource-generating buildings to grow your economy and defend against hordes of sheep. You need to strategize your play, position your troops, make sure your defenses are wisely put together, and most importantly, use your hero to destroy enemies. You will also use class synergies. Elves, humans, and orcs have their own unique buildings and faction talent trees you can unlock. This game looks and it is a lot of fun. It has a really simple graphical style and the whole gameplay is very minimalistic. If you've played Thronefall and liked it, I'm sure you will like Wool at the Gates too. This is a game you're gonna spend some hours in if you are into horror and puzzle games. This is Anoxia Station and it is an underground base builder. What's really interesting and something that may not fit to playstyle of many of you is that this is a turn-based game. It's a bit spooky and strange, and your job is to drill, mine and explore the darkness of the underground, deploy your crew and make some crucial decisions. What's fun is that the game is actually quite challenging. You have to think about where you want to build stuff and not just throw everything around hoping for the best. I think this game is good, and I know it fits a very, well, specific niche, but I think it's really worth trying. Darfall is a space colony and factory sim with fully destructible environments. We will terraform Aurora's surface and automate the extraction of resources, build not only horizontally but also vertically, and create sky-high factories full of our beloved conveyor belts. But that's not all. The native population is not really happy about our presence. We are destroying their planet, so they will launch raids and declare war on us. We have to protect our settlement or try to make peace with the natives and turn against our contractor. Everything we build and encounter can be destroyed to the last voxel. You have to manage a growing number of engineers, mercenaries and civilians who have left their homes behind to start over in a lush but hostile world. Provide enough food, shelter and medicine to fulfill the needs of your growing colony. Your choice is very important, so pick a side. Will you fulfill your contract or side with the locals and try to start a new life? Darfall is yet another unique entry on this list and one of my favorite. It is a hero-based RPG city builder in which we explore, find loot and level up our hero by day and fight hordes of monsters attacking our city at night. Sounds familiar? Yes, this is something like all the Nordhold games, maybe not like they are billions but more like The Last Spell or even Age of Darkness. There is a whole campaign to follow, a scenario editor and survival mode to play. You will build your city and defend it at night. You can use wizards, knights, archers and more fantastic classes to destroy even more fantastic creatures using not only your force but also artifacts, for example. I love how everything looks in this game, and I think this night survival thing is my new jam recently, so I am looking forward to seeing more games of this type. Darfall is really good, so go ahead and try it. Nordhold is another interesting title, and it's a game that lets you build a city on the back of a tower defense line, which you have to defend. Yeah, you defend your city gates by constructing and upgrading towers, and the upgrade system is fun, with lots of stats to enhance. Combine their powers to create interesting synergies, and then build your settlement, in which you will gather resources, research technologies, and so on. Of course, as it is a roguelite game, you will progress through your defeats and play again and again, getting stronger with each defeat. That's pretty much it. There is also a demo available, so give it a try. I had a blast. Cataclismo is another great game published by Hooded Horse. It's a base building RTS where you build a fortress to stand against endless hordes of horrors. It's like the good old Stronghold merged with the Abelions, where you will build a city all around it basically and try to survive. The building system is highly modular, and you will be able to design your fortress however you like, one piece at a time. There are different materials to use as your main resources: stone, wood, and so on. You have to manage them, build quarries to get stone, and adapt your fortress to its growing needs as you acquire new tools and expand. You also have to sustain a powerful defensive force, so even the placement of your warehouses is important. You will lead an army of soldiers to defend your walls, strategically defeat enemies, and make use of good tactics to get an advantage. Build vital structures to sustain defenses, like resource gathering outposts, and many more. This game is amazing, and it offers great gameplay modes like a classical campaign, skirmish mode, and even a challenge mode. If you want to play something challenging and enjoy tower defense and horde survival gameplay, then this is a great pick. The King is Watching is a game you probably know or have heard about it already. This is a roguelite kingdom builder in which we need to gather and manage resources like water, wheat, stone, coal and silver, as well as construct buildings. Farms will feed people, mines fund ambitions, and workshops forge mighty defenses. You need to decide what you want to do. Each decision shapes your reign, and only a well-managed kingdom will survive the storm. Each land you play on presents new trials, and you need to adapt. Don't worry though, your defeats are lessons to learn. There are permanent upgrades that will help you get stronger with each defeat. This game is one of my favorites, and you can try the demo already if you want to play and test it for yourself. This is a We've Got Subnautica at Home game, made by Polish studio Far From Home. I'm really proud of every Polish game that comes out, and I'm really happy that I'm able to cover Forever Skies in today's video, as I think this game is really good. This is like Subnautica, really, but above the water. We have to survive on a post-apocalyptic, ecologically ruined Earth. We will build and customize a high-tech airship that will be our home, workshop, and also a laboratory. We will fly above the surface of Earth and explore the world. We will scavenge ruins, extract resources, and discover the remains of our civilization. We can also travel beneath the dust and discover what lies beneath this thick cover and see how the Earth changed. This game also promises a lot of new things in the future updates, and you can see the roadmap on their Steam page. Finally, The Alters, a game created by the very well-known 11-bit studios, creators of Frostpunk, among others. This is one of my favorites and personal contenders for Game of the Year, an emotional sci-fi adventure, survival and base building game in which you play as Jan Dolski, a simple walker who has crashed on a planet where even sunrays are deadly. The first thing you see is the beautiful landscapes of this hostile world. You will explore it and build your base, and your base is a huge wheel. You will carefully manage each room, create your alt characters, and look out for resources. And, as always, since it's an 11-bit studio's creation, be prepared for some emotions and deep branching storylines. This title is looking great, the management side, creating odd characters that roam around your base, and the graphics, it looks incredible. And before we jump to spot number 1, I've prepared 5 additional games as honorable mentions. And last but not least, a big surprise this year. Schedule 1 is a game that conquered March, leaving nothing but dust behind. You're a small-time drug dealer with no cash, no product and no connections. Your job is to build your drug empire from the ground up and contend against law enforcement and deadly cartels. So there you go, your little Heisenberg. Produce a range of drugs to satisfy customers, each with its own unique production process. Discover special recipes, walk, skate or drive through town and find customers, expand and purchase new properties, hire employees and deal with the dangers this world throws at you. You can, of course, also play this game in co-op mode. This game is sick, there's tons of fun stuff to do and it's cheap as hell. I recently finally finished watching Breaking Bad, so I'm in the mood to play this game. And I must say, even though it looks really simple, it's one hell of a fun time. And that's everything I prepared for you today. I hope you liked this video and found some great new games to play. Leave a comment and tell me which game from this list was your favorite, or if there is a game that wasn't on the list and you can recommend it, then feel free to drop it in the comments. Also, leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with fresh indie games and side videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.